What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to tell you guys about the time where I caught this dude cheating on me. I know I don't really do story times because I suck at telling stories. I honestly forget what I talk about when I'm telling stories. I talk about so many things, but I'm going to try and hold it down for y'all. So before I get into the story, I'm going to tell you guys a little background about this person, how I met them, how we got, close and all of that. So we're just going to call him Peter. Yeah, Peter. So I met Peter while I was in school. If you guys see my first video that I ever uploaded on my YouTube channel, that's when I was still talking to that person. So I met Peter in school probably around November, December last December. And it was never on that type of timing, like I like you, you like me type of thing. It was just like he's so dope, like he's so weed, and I would buy weed from him. One day I was bored and I wanted to smoke, but I didn't have the money. I was a broke college student. We all go through that struggle. So I texted him and I was like,
"Hey, you trying to spark up? Like, spark that shit up."
And he was like, "Alright, bet, I'm gonna spark you up because I fucks with you." I was like,
"Oh, alright, bet, cool, I fucks with you too, hey."
So long story short, him and his mans pulled up to my dorm and I went in the car and we were smoking. But it wasn't just me and him. It was like a couple other people that I knew. Basically how we started talking, we would smoke together. It would be me and his friends or my friends and him. It was just like that. We would gradually start talking. I guess we met like off, drug dealing. As time went by, it was winter break. Before winter break, I told him, I was like, you should have a party in your room. Like, yeah. He was like, nah, I'm not trying to throw no party. You should throw a kickback in your room. Like in your dorm room. I was like, I don't know. I don't really talk to a lot of people. But I eventually did just throw the party, like a kickback in my dorm room. Just as like a little get together. I had my friends there. He had a little bit of his friends there. We had the bottles, we had the weed, and we was lit. We wasn't really doing nothing. Like the party was in my room. My roommate wasn't there, so I had a couple people in there. We was playing loud music. I was drinking. So I was drunk. My RA came, knocked at the door, and was like, tell everybody that they gotta leave. Like, they gotta leave. You can't have this much people in your room. It's past quiet hours. You playing loud music. Y'all drinking. We're not gonna write you up or anything. Just tell everybody to leave. I was like, okay, cool. Everybody left, and it was just me and him. So me and him went to go smoke, and then we went to go smoke again, I think, with his friends back into my dorm room. And then I seen that he left me like 2 grams. I was like, hey, cool, you're my man's. Like, he likes that now. Around that time, I thought that we was already understood. I guess that we weren't. I don't know. And this is kind of where the story starts. So me and him has been talking for a while now. We've been talking for like since the end of November to July. So the end of 2017 to the middle of 2018. I was talking to this dude, and I wasted my whole entire motherfucking time, like wasted my time with Peter. So basically, I live in Maryland, he lives in New York. We live in 2 different freaking states. When spring semester was over, we had to, go apart, go back home. I didn't believe that he lived in New York because he dressed and he acted like somebody who lives in Maryland and PG, but he's from New York, he lives in Manhattan. When we went apart from each other, I feel like that's when stuff went downhill. We would spend all day with each other. I wouldn't go to class. I would spend all day with him. It was a really bad toxic relationship now that I look back at it. When I was with him, I wasn't really progressing in life. I wasn't really, looking forward to doing anything. I just wanted to be with him. I would spend all day in his room. I wouldn't even go eat at the dining hall. Like, we would go freaking eat McDonald's. Like, that's how bad the relationship was. Almost every night, we would go eat McDonald's. I would go buy a freaking McGriddle or McChicken with a freaking caramel frappe with extra caramel. Almost every night. If we didn't go to McDonald's, we would go to Sheetz and just get snacks. I mean, at the time, it was good. Like, I liked it. I was living in the moment. It was no complaints. It was no problems. It was no stress. It was no struggles. It was good. And now that I look back at it, I really wish that I was more aware of myself. I wish that I knew what I was doing. Like, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't really, like I said, I was really living in the moment type thing. I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about my future. I didn't care about what I was doing now. I didn't care about the past. I was really focused on Peter. I wanted my life to revolve around Peter. And at the time, I guess he wanted the same thing. I don't know. So when we left to go home after school, I said things just started to get downhill. I probably would only see him once every week or I don't know. But it was really, really bad. I would have to take a Greyhound bus, go spend about $25 to $30 to get there, drive 5 hours on the bus. Sometimes it will be like 6. Spend another $25 to $30. Sometimes it will be $40 if I wait last minute, 10 minutes before I leave type thing to get my ticket. It will be like $40. Go back home. Now, I'm not asking for him to help me pay for the tickets or anything. But at that time, I wasn't really working because I was always going over there. So I didn't really get enough hours. And it was like I would spend my whole entire check basically going to freaking New York. When I get to New York, I didn't barely have any money to survive in New York. You see what I'm saying? As the summer was going on and I would go up there and I would leave, I would always like notice something fishy. Like something will always like be on my mind. Like what's going on? Something's not right. But I never really searched for the problem. I always just let it sit in my mind because, you know, I overthink a lot. And I thought I was just overthinking. No, the fuck I was not. I wish I had went through his stuff long ago. But, you know, I was too caught up in the moment. Sometimes stuff be too good to be true. And I just let it keep going. So basically, the last time I've seen him was in July. It was in July. So I'm going to tell you, everything was all good. The whole entire summer was good until July. So I went over there for July 4th. I was probably over there for about 2 days because I had to go to work the 3rd day. And this also ties into the part where, you know, I got stranded in New York. So I'm going to kind of put these two stories together because it all goes together. You know what I'm saying? So it's July 4th. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready. I'm packing my bags to go to New York so I can spend July 4th with this motherfucking cheating ass dude. It's 7 o'clock and I'm ready. At this time, I didn't have a car, so I told my mom, like, hey girl, I'm ready. Can you take me to the bus station? Mind y'all, the bus station is almost an hour away. It's like 30 to 45 minutes, especially with traffic. It's like 50 minutes, fucking an hour. Shit was terrible. I'm to the thing. And at this point, like around that time, I wasn't really close with my family. Like I said, my focus was on Peter. So the whole ride to the train, I'm not saying nothing to my mom. And I really hate that because it felt like he was trying to take me away from my family. Whenever there was something going on with my family, he would always like talk on the negative side and not really try to like make it work with my family. So I really felt like I was being pulled away from my family. Maybe that's just how he carries things. Like, he is from New York. New York people are like a different type of breed. New York people, I fucking hate them. Yeah, I was on the bus ride there and I get there. I was already pissed off because every time I ride the bus, he does not text me. He doesn't check on me. He doesn't call me. He doesn't be like, are you okay? Are you almost there? How you doing? Nothing. The only people who's checking on me is my mom. That's why I love her. Like, that's my girl. So I get there and I call him. I call him like 10 minutes before I get there because at this point, I've been to New York a couple of times. I've recognized where I am. I recognize that like I'm almost there. I call him about 10 minutes before I get there and I'm like, hey, I'm 10 minutes away. Can you be here once I get there so I wouldn't have to wait outside with all the weirdos, the homeless, the drug addicts? No. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, you know, just stay out front. I'm gonna be where I'm always at. Get there, I go where he's always at. He's not fucking there. At this point, I'm mad as fuck. I'm like, I wanna go home. Like, this shit's getting on my nerves. I always have to wait at least 15 minutes outside waiting for a ride. Y'all already know it's hot as shit. Hot in New York. So I'm over here sweating. I got bags in my hand. I got on the bus at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got there probably at like 12, 1 maybe. I'm looking a hot ass mess. I look like I just got out the bed. I was ready to go. Gets there. And we're not saying anything in the car. Like, nothing's being said. So, of course, I'm trying to spark up a conversation. Nonchalant, what, da 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 da. I'm like, really? Okay, cool. I ain't even gonna sweat it. Today's July 4th. we about to have a good day. So I start doing my makeup. Like, I didn't even get to sit down for 5 minutes or anything. Got there, boom, had to get ready. I start doing my makeup. You guys know that it takes me about 30 to 45 minutes to do my makeup. Around that time in July, I would take about 30 to 45 minutes to do my makeup. He never told me that he was in a rush. So I was taking my time, you know. I'm about to be around family. I'm about to be in the hot ass sun. Like, I'm in New York. I'm gonna try and look my best. Like, I'm trying to look bomb as fuck. What are you talking about? I'm doing my makeup. When I'm almost done and I'm about to put on my highlighter, he's like, hurry the fuck up. Like, hurry the fuck up. I'm like, you never told me that you were in a rush, but okay, I'm gonna hurry up. Let me just put my dress on. I put my dress on, and then he's like, give me your stuff. I'm about to go put it in the back. So I give him my purse, and he snatches it from me. Who the fuck are you snatching from? He said, shut the fuck up. Oh, who the fuck is you snatching from? Because you're not snatching my stuff from me. I ain't do shit to you. You ain't told me that your brother or whoever the fuck was outside waiting for us was outside. So don't come at me all fucking wrong when you could have spoke the fuck up. Like, who is you snatching from? And then he said, shut the fuck up like 5, 6 times. At that point, I get up and I'm like, who the fuck is you talking to? Keep saying, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Alright, bet, alright, bet. He takes all my stuff and starts throwing it at his door. He lived in an apartment complex. It was nobody in his house but his little brother. So at this point, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Why you so motherfucking mad? Come the fuck on now, boy. Start throwing my makeup bag. I have my flat iron. He start throwing my flat iron, throwing my purse at the door. Mind you guys, I didn't tell you this, but this isn't the first time he done this. We used to get in arguments back at my school, and he will always throw all my stuff at his door and tell me get the fuck out of his room. When this happened, it really reminded me of back when we was at college, and he would always throw my shit at his door. So he's throwing my stuff at his door, and I'm like, now what? Like, are you telling me to leave? He said, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Go back home. I'm like, bruh, I just got here. I wasn't even here for 2 hours. I've been on the bus for 5 hours. Now you gonna tell me to go back home? Are you kidding me? So at this point, I just did my makeup. I get to crying. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you motherfucking serious? Like, you telling me to go home? He's like, yeah, bitch, get the fuck out my house. I'm tired of you, childish as fuck. Da, da, da. Forgot to say that I was leaving his house, and once I left, he smacked the back of my head so freaking hard. He broke my hair clip. I had a hair clip in my head, and he broke it. Like, it was so hard. It hurt my head so freaking bad. This whole time, I'm thinking, like, how am I childish? Because I took 30 minutes to do my makeup. You didn't tell me you were in a rush or anything. Of course, I'm gonna take my time. Like, I want to look pretty. It's a holiday. It's a celebration. Like, do you understand me, or am I tripping? Like, I know I'm not tripping. So I wasn't leaving his house. So he took all my stuff and put it outside of his apartment door. No other choice but to leave. So I'm crying, everything. It's daylight outside, and I had to leave his house. So I took my stuff. At this point, I had so much stuff, y'all. I had a book bag. I had like 2 book bags. I had a purse. I probably had like 2 purses, and like, I had a lot of stuff. It's sunny outside. It was like the worst day to be getting kicked out of in a state where you've never been to. Like, my first time going to New York was with him. So I don't really know New York. I'm new to New York. So it's like kind of crazy. I have all my stuff. Y'all, I lied to you not. I'm starting to walk. I'm trying to figure out what to do. It starts pouring, raining outside. Raining outside, y'all. So at this point, I'm like, wow, this person is a really fucked up ass person. So I called my mom, and I told her, like, yeah, Peter kicked me out. I don't know where to go, and I don't have any money to really like do anything. OMG, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna figure something out though. Next thing you know, I seen him walking around New York, and I had my location turned on my phone. I didn't know why he was walking around New York. I felt like he was trying to bring me back to him, because he already told all his family that I was coming to the cookout. So I feel like he was trying to like chase after me and get me to come back to the cookout, and just like, you know, put on that act that everybody is always like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it again, but you've done it 100 times. So I turned my location off. When I seen him, I don't think he seen me though. I turned it off, and I started walking around. I'm walking around in the rain with my freaking flimsy ass umbrella. My umbrella's going like up and down. It's literally going inside out. It was like the worst time of my freaking life. I'm walking in the rain. I was walking in the rain for like an hour. I didn't know where to go. All these homeless people are staring at me. And you know, New York is the worst city to be in. I'm crying thinking somebody gonna be like, are you okay? Everybody's just looking at me, staring at me, walking by, going about their day. I start getting texts and he tells me that I took his headphones. Or his mother's headphones. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You just kicked me out his house. Now you want me to come back to return some motherfucking headphones? Like, you was a fucked up ass person. And I'm in the motherfucking rain. Like, go suck a dick. I told him I'm minding my business right now. I didn't say that. I forgot what I said. But I'm like, no, I'm not coming right now. I'll come when I need to. Like, I can give a fuck about your mother's headphones. Like, I don't care. I'm trying to figure out what I'm about to do. I'm stranded in New York. I don't know where to go. The only place I know how to get to is a drain weed in the motherfucking deli. You embarrassed the fuck out of me. So I'm over here making circles around the whole entire city trying to recognize somewhere. At this point, I'm like, bro, I'm about to just call my mom and tell her if she can buy me a ticket to go back home. Because I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Next thing you know, he started blowing my phone up a whole hour later. Like, didn't you say that you were late, that you needed to go to the cookout? Go to the cookout. Why are you still worrying about me? He started blowing up my phone saying, where are you? Where are you? Let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't want to go nowhere with you at this point. You done kicked me out your house. You done threw all my shit. You done pushed me and did all this extra shit. What makes you think that I want to go to a cookout with you, be with your family, and be all happy, happy, hip, hip, hooray? Hell no. But I didn't have nowhere to go, and I didn't want my mom to know that I was in a toxic relationship, because I already told her before that I've got stranded and I didn't know where to go, and I didn't want to keep telling her. So I fell for it. I was like, okay, let's just go. I had a little bit of Ciroc, so I was drinking, and you know, time went by and I forgot everything that happened. It was good. I left a day later, so I left 2 days later. So like I said, I forgot everything that happened. I didn't forget, but like I still had it in the back of my mind. But I'm so attached to this person, I'm just like, okay, whatever, it's okay, I forgive you. 2 days pass and I'm ready to go home. I have to go home, I have to go to work. So I get on the bus. Usually he would wait for me to get on the bus, but this day he didn't wait for me, and that's how I knew that things were getting fishy. As we got to the bus station, he left. Well, he didn't leave. Like, he gave me a hug and was like, bye, I'm gonna text you. I was like, all right. It's like 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm waiting for the bus. I finally get on the bus and I just start thinking. I start thinking about what just happened. You know, like him throwing my stuff and putting on the whole entire scene, leaving me stranded in New York with nowhere to go. You know, I was just thinking about everything. So I don't know what made me do this, but I went on his Snapchat. I don't know how I knew his password, but I typed in his password. I was just guessing the password and it went in, and I was like, yes. It's not something that I wanted to go through again, but I knew that something was up, so I went anyways and did it. Tell me why when I went on his Snapchat, seen him talking to all these bitches. Mind you, you can save messages on Snap. The bitches were saving the messages, so you can't lie. The time is there and everything. You cannot lie. Red flag number 1. Well, number 1,000. I should have been cut it off. Next thing you know, I start going through the memories. When I tell you that this motherfucker was cheating like shit and shit. So the first thing I went through when I went on the memories was in December, because that's when we first started talking. I remember on New Year's Day last year, when we kind of was just started talking, he went MIA. Like, I didn't hear from him for like 3 days around New Year's last year in December when it was winter break. Remember I told you guys? And I was worried about him. Like, I didn't know what was going on, but we had just started talking, so I didn't really want to be like all on it or anything like that. But like I said, we were understood. We knew what we wanted. So back in July, when I'm going back home, I go through the memories, go in December, and I see that he was with another person on that New Year's Day, which is why every time I would try to text him, my messages were going green because I was blocked because he was with that bitch. So I go through my phone and I'm like, let me see if I'm really putting 2 and 2 together. So on that New Year's Day, I remember I took a picture on my Snapchat and was like, somebody text my phone, hoping that he would see the snap and he would text my phone. It was that same exact day because he wasn't texting me. So I put those 2 dates together and I seen that it was the same date. Just to see if I was tripping, you know. I didn't want to put 2 and 2 together, and it wasn't really the 2 and 2 that I needed to put together, but it was the 2 and 2 that I put together, bitch. So I found out that on that New Year's Day where he wasn't texting me and he wasn't, you know, he act like he ain't know me, he was really at a hotel with another bitch. So I was looking at the things and it was more than one snap, so I know that this had to be like his ex or something. At that point I knew I was the side bitch. I took the main bitch place, but you know. So I'm looking at the snap. He got on the hotel robe on, looking all comfy. He got a wine glass and he recording in the mirror thinking he's sweet, like he doing something. Like, you ain't doing shit. Another snap of him recording in the hotel room and then the bitch in the back with a grandma ass sweater on. They got these little nasty ass snacks in the bag and I'm over here just looking like, damn, you really doing it up, little bitch ass. So I called him and I act like I ain't know shit. Mind you guys, I'm still on the motherfucking bus trying to go home, 5 hours. I called him on FaceTime. I'm like, hey, I miss you. I'm like, we doing something for New Year's? He was like, yeah, what you trying to do? I was like, I don't know, I'm trying to be with you though. You know, trying to like really slide into the conversation from what he was doing last New Year's, trying to see if he's gonna tell the truth or not. So I'm like, what you do last New Year's? I do nothing. It was my brother's birthday, so we was just chilling at my house with my brother, you know, for his birthday. I was like, okay, cool. So you ain't go to like no hotel party or anything? No, it was just me and my family. Like, I couldn't even show you a picture. Boy, what the fuck? I don't want to see no picture. That's how I knew you're trying too hard to lie. I don't need a picture to know what you did on New Year's. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for New Year's. So he sends me a picture of him with his family. And I'm like, you a lying ass motherfucker. And I sent him a video. Well, I saved the video on my phone that he had on his snap memories of him recording the hotel room. And I sent that to him. And I was like, you a lying ass bitch. You lying like shit. How you gonna lie to me and you doing all this extra shit? But that's not the only thing. I was going through his messages too. Literally not even 5 hours after I've left. Like, not even once I'm home yet. He's already sliding up on bitches' snaps. Bitches, like, I know that he's flirting because the snap was still there. It was a bitch, like, with curly hair and a robe. And you can see that she had nothing under her robe. What do you have to say to that? When I scrolled up and I seen previous messages and I've seen that they were flirting, so it's like I already know what's up between y'all. You can't lie to me, like I'm not stupid. And then it was a couple other people, but I'm not even gonna get into that. Started getting like out of hand. I start crying like shit. Like, I was really crying my heart out. I don't care how much money you be trying to spend on me. I don't care how much shit you say about me. I don't care if your whole fucking family know about me. You the cheating ass motherfucking ass dude. And you karma gonna get your ass. He will always try to use the excuse of me doing things before I knew him as like an acceptance for him to do what he does now. I didn't know you. I had no intentions of wanting you before I've seen you. You were never in my mind before I smoked with you. You see what I'm saying? So why does what I used to do, who I used to talk to, and who I used to, you know, mess with, have anything to do with you? And now I can see if I was doing it while I was with you, but I wasn't. You see? When we first started talking, it was all about you. Okay? But he was still, I guess, because I still have my messages and pictures and stuff like that on my laptop. And he went through my laptop like a childish ass little boy. He going through my stuff. He's seen all like my old stuff. And I guess I don't know. He just tried to put my past with the current and put it together when like it didn't even correlate. I didn't know you when I was messing with this person. So what does this have to do with you? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's no excuses as to why you're doing what you're doing. The only reason why you're doing it is because you live in New York and I live in Maryland. So long story short, we're on the phone, we're trying to work it out, and I'm telling him like, you cheating on me, da 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 da, like what is you doing? And he's like, I'm honestly not cheating on you. I'm just giving girls compliments. He went from giving girls compliments to him not even texting girls, to him acting like he didn't even know what he was doing on New Year's, to him acting like he never had a whole lot of bitches in his Snap memories. Like, he has so much people in his Snap memories, like so many bitches. It kind of threw me off. So I didn't get mad at the fact that he had bitches before me, because that was before me. I can't control what you were doing before me. But he had a lot of girls in there, and I didn't like that. He would have videos of him laying on people's ass, him smacking bitches' ass, him pulling up the bitches' houses, him with bitches, him recording bitches with him in the mirror with the little ass robes on. It was just not really my type of thing. And for me to see bitches on his Snap memories and then me on there, it kind of threw me off. It kind of made me think like, he's a player. Like, this is what he does. And for the fact that he didn't even like delete the stuff from his past relationships or from his past hoeing, kind of throw me off too, because it's like, what are you doing? Why do you still have that in there? Why do you still have memories of you with other people? Like, I don't get it. Basically, long story short, that was the whole problem, that he would be texting. And let me tell you guys this. One time, bitch, his friend Sam, his friend actually looks like a Sam, he texted Peter and was like, well, no, Sam texted Peter and was like, what you doing? And he was like, nothing, about to meet up with these bitches, about to see if they thoughts for the game. The fuck do you mean, boy? About to see if they thoughts for the game. Sam was like, oh, I bet. So as I'm looking at this message, I'm with him and I'm like, what you mean? You about to see if they thoughts for the game? So you met up with some bitches? Like, you really gonna be fucked up? Like, no, that's just my lingo that Sam and them be using, and I just wanted to do it too. You know, they nerds. I'm like, what you mean? Why you calling your friends nerds? He was like, we was on 2K and it was these girls on 2K and we wanted to see if they was good on 2K, so we played with them on 2K. What? Really fucking attached to him. So much stuff that I really should have been like, you ain't shit, I'm cutting you off, fuck you. But I didn't. I eventually gave in though and was like, fuck it, I'm not about to keep, you know, putting myself through all this stress for somebody who doesn't even care. Eventually got kicked out of his house, and then he's back in his house now, and I believe he's doing good mentally, physically, and emotionally, which is great. I'm proud of you. But what you did was kind of fucked up. Why you broke up with me was not even a legit reason for you to break up with me. I think you were just trying to start problems. But it's good though. Like, I'm happy you did. If you never broke up with me, I would not be where I am right now. I would not be as happy as I am right now. My skin wouldn't be as glowing as it is right now. I'm happy that you put me through that lesson, because without that lesson, where would I be? I wouldn't be flourishing. No, I don't have any more contact with him. That was honestly like a really bad experience of my life. The memories, and we made a lot of good times together. But sometimes you have to love somebody from a distance, and that's definitely what I had to learn from that. He would never do what I wanted, and I would never do what he wanted. You know, we just never had that connection, grew out of each other. I don't know, that experience, that whole relationship thing was a really big experience for me. It taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to love myself. I would kind of let people take advantage of me and take me for granted. I kind of learned that through him. He would kind of guide me on how to do that. So it's not really like what he put me through, but he will always, you know, help me with that. So thanks, I guess. So yeah, loving myself was probably the biggest thing that I've learned from him, and being independent. A lot of times where I didn't have enough money to take care of myself while I was in New York, and I had to do what I had to do. And I'm not saying I was fucking and sucking, but I had to do what I had to do to get some money. It kind of like, it really did start a new chapter in my life, so I can look at life differently. So yeah, that's really my story. We don't talk anymore. He did text me a couple days ago though, saying that he wanted to see me. I think he just wants to fuck. He blocked me on all his social media accounts when we broke up, and I didn't even do anything. We broke up literally because he got kicked out of his house, and I was trying to help the situation out. I was saying, like, go talk to your parents, like, go do something, but you can't be happy if you're not happy in your own home, you know. And I guess he didn't like that. He kept telling me to mind my business, like, you don't know shit. He kept saying, like, bitch, my mother's not like yours. She's not all happy and, you know, da 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 da. Like, what? This all starts with you. If you guys have any advice or questions on, like, abusive relationships, toxic relationships, or just, like, if you feel stuck in a relationship, I am definitely here to help you guys. Where, you know, he's put his hands on me, and, you know, a lot of people don't like to talk about that type of stuff, but I'm here to talk about it with you guys. Yeah, whenever you have a gut feeling of you thinking that you're in a bad relationship, or that you're just scared in your relationship, or that you really just don't feel yourself, leave. It will not get any better. It will just get worse. Things are gonna tumble down. You're not gonna feel better. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Hopefully I explained it good. It all kind of happened too fast, you know, but I did learn from my mistakes. I honestly had no mistakes, but I guess I still played a part in it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye. Get out of those toxic relationships.